Good evening, folks. We're out here just gonna feed the ewes before it rains on us too much more. We got lucky, got a little bit of rain out of this deal. Not as much as we was hoping for sure, but not gonna complain. Got some moisture out of it for the grass. As you can see here, all I did is I pushed the sheep into where we have Katie, and I picked up her dog food so they couldn't get into it. Like I said, you know, was a pup and she had some trouble ignoring the little lambs last lambing season. So from that point on, we've just kind of always separated the dogs off with a net. And the reason I ran the sheep in there like that is because this is where we were feeding them, and we actually opened it all up out here. Well, I mean, you got netting down to there. This would have been one day, this is the next day, minus the bales. So just gonna go ahead and unroll some hay for them because need that supplementation. They are already looking better, getting that energy from the hay, so we are gonna do that and keep doing that. So we're feeding the soil, and I'm hoping, didn't realize it was that wet. My boots did not realize it was that wet out here. Anyhow, we're gonna feed the soil and also the sheep, but the sheep are almost secondary in priority to the soil. So when people say, "Oh, you're just wasting that hay out there," that is not a waste. Not a waste in the bit. And I'd say my brother needs to put a new blade in here. But since we still got water on the bale truck, and I don't feel like opening up the net for the tractor to get in here, we're gonna do this the old way and the hard way, hopefully. Kind of sucks you got it left sitting uphill, but I think I can do it with just one shoulder. There we go. See, this is good hay, nice and green, full of that energy they need. So while I can do it with one shoulder, as you've seen, I need both hands to keep it steady. Otherwise, if I don't do that, what's going to happen, if it didn't already, it's going to slough off in front of me, and create a wedge, and then I won't be able to use my shoulder. But let me get this all picked up and unrolled. We're just giving them 2 bales. As you can tell, my brother just dropped that one over there, so get them unrolled here. And, well, my brother went ahead and opened the gate, so I gave up. But as you can see, it did pile up in front of my bale. I wasn't able to roll it, so what we're gonna do is come get the netting off this bale while he messes with that one. It was just uphill just enough to where I couldn't do it. And you two were supposed to be with the bunch. It's not your hay yet, it's still mine. There we go. It's weird. I don't know if this ground had more seeds in it or more energy. And why didn't we cut? Told you all he needed another blade. There we go. Now, as you can see, this one's not nearly as green. And gravity's on my side. So, like, wind, I'll take that. Although, I don't like it being a good 1.5 feet thick there. But, for some reason, even though this is stuff that was washed on, rained on, and washed out like 5 times in the windrow, this is the one they're first on, and it's the one they'll settle on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up and get my phone dried off, get everybody opened up. So I'm gonna get yelled at for this because my dogs are in the truck, but these girls are good enough that, hey, sheep, 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 sheep. And they'll run out of their pen on their own. Now they're gonna do a runaround, and they'll just run straight for that left one over there. And they'll maybe spend a minute or two there, and then they'll run over to that other one. And that's where they'll settle in. They'll settle in down on that other one. Look out. Must be because it's got the different mixture of seeds and grass in it, that even though it was rained on and washed out, and quite generally I just plan on using it as just as armor for the soil. I mean, I'm completely happy they're eating it like they are. Sincerely, I am. Sorry, I'm trying to tie this up here with one hand, which never goes good. I'd know better by now, but. And they'll all spread around, but for the most part, they'll eat that other one first. Now I gotta, since this is a dog's net, even though she's on the inside, I really wouldn't need to do this. She isn't fixed yet, so we always try to make sure she's in a hot fence. That way, just in case coyotes or something shows up, that they're not going to get through it extremely readily. There we go. Dog's put away. Oh, not quite yet. Go unhook the dog so she can run around. Good thing about pinning them all up in an area like that, got a lot of manure spread around, and that's only getting better with the amount of head we get out here. Is that they're going to impact it that much more, and they're going to shock the land that much more. So we're going to do that. And I think that'll be it for this evening. So y'all have a good one.